Hello everyone and welcome back to Common Public Platform. Voice Against Corruption. Moi mix naga AGP apnkan la samne de aiba parishi after long time. To aji laga to bishi important khobor legin apnkan la samne de aiba pare ase ki Nagaland Law Student Federation seminar jai ase. Aro takan la team tele to comforting the state of Nagaland. Ito laga upor de kan seminar loya ase. To Nagaland Law Student Federation Justice for All to establish in 1998. 1998 pra khulise ito Nagaland Law Student Federation to litu to aji sabar market takan seminar jai ase to speaker khan aru ki kotha korubo olop huni dibi koi gina apna khan ki request kori ase aru ito laga upor de amka ekbar kobole mon ase ki ito ajikali Law Student Federation laga news update kori ani thakibo koi gina tupi apna khan jankar kori di ase to itia ami zero ground video loi gina ase aru aji interview nai hole program to apna khan ki কেনেকা যাইছে আৰু কেনেকা সেমিনাৰ লব পাৰে আছে এটো অলপ দেখাবলৈ আপোনাক লা সামনে দি আহিব পাৰিছে থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ ভিডিও স্কিপ নকৰি কিনে লাষ্ট তক চাই দিবি তো ইটো তলে তো মিস্টাৰ কলমেৰো সোশ্যাল এন্টাৰপ্ৰেনাৰ আছে তাইবে আজি নাগালেণ্ড ল ষ্টুডেণ্ট ফেডাৰেচন কানবা সেমিনাৰ কৰাটা তে আহিছে আৰু তাইকে প্ৰেজেন্টেচন দিবা পাৰে আছে আৰু এতিয়া আপোনাক দেখি টাকা তলে তো ডক্টৰ টি আছে এসোসিয়েট প্ৰফেসৰ ডিপাৰ্টমেন্ট অফ এন্থ্ৰোপলজি নাগালেণ্ড University Luma ase taike presentation diba parise aru eta junte dekhi ase AR National Cat convener Combined Technical Association of Nagaland taike bi eto presentation diba pare ase aru ami apnkhan logote kobole mon ase ki video to moron ba last tak sai dibi to law student khan logote seminar te aha tole to man bhal kotha ekla koi gen ase to last tak sai dibi kuna request kore ase.
Hey, am I still audible if I speak like this? Yes, sir. Okay. In development economics, what happened is that they used to ask questions like why the poor countries are poor. And they did lots of research on that topic. And what happened was they still failed to get lots of insights. Right? Then what happened was they realized that, wait a minute, when it comes to poverty, it's a human condition, right? It's a human condition. Almost every society is poor throughout human history. It is few countries that are exceptionally rich. So why not let's ask a different question, and that is, why the rich countries are rich? By flipping the questions, we got lots of insights, which even help the poor countries. So what I'm saying is, asking the right question is very important, and I'm so glad that you are being exposed to this set of questions. Another thing that I'm justice, prosperity. Now, when we take all this into factors that we should consider as, when we are looking into democracy, then things becomes more complicated. So take for example, if 2 lions and 1 lamb has to vote what they're going to have for dinner, we already know what kind of result you'll get. Is it democracy? Yes. Is it justice? I think you can answer it on your own. Nagaland, asking the question, if there's a big shot from your village or from your community, do you think he should give job to your community, people from your community? Guess what the answer is? Vast majority of them answered yes. And when I say she went around asking that, I don't mean she went around asking to about 5 or 6 people, right? She went around asking that question to nearly about 1,000 people, 1,000 individuals. And all of that, and not just the villagers, you may be thinking, oh, maybe the villagers are thinking so. No, she went around asking in the urban area as well as in the villages as well. And guess what? Vast majority, and when I say vast, I'm talking about more than 70%. The answer is yes, he should. And these are some of the cultural values that we have. Now, one of the things that we have is collective, and at the same time, to make sure that there are sometimes civil societies, there are sometimes even pressure groups who can go wrong as well. You see, I said the civil societies are supposed to serve as a buffer in order to save the individuals, right? But sometimes what happens, the so-called civil society to handle these issues. Um, there's a line that says, piety is never a substitute for technique. I may have all the wish that, oh, Nagaland is a better place. No, Nagaland has rule of law and all those things. But you are the ones who are trained in that area. You have the technique. I may have the piety, but beauty is never a substitute for technique, right? So if you are really for it, there's no other substitute except to work hard, think hard, and outthink the others, right? And work towards it. And I hope that you will one day become a member that will, or the light that will be shown in darkness. It's my hope and prayer that it's because of people like you that Nagaland will be a better place. So thank you very much.
Groups are created in a society and it has its own disadvantages as well as advantages in a society. Thank you, sir, for bringing the valuable knowledge to us and letting us know its importance.
Given this opportunity in this very important seminar, I'd like to share a few thoughts with all of us. In the light of the topic which has been given to me, obstacles facing Naga entrepreneurs. I've shared with quite a few prominent entrepreneurs in our state, young and old, men and women, some of the challenges that they also face. Most of us have similar challenges. And so I stand here to share a few things. I understand that most of you are law students. Nagaland is a land of rules and regulations. Everywhere, from family to the top, full of rules and regulations. One thing I used to say, for those who are disciplined, for good citizens, for good daughters and sons, students, disciplined and obedient ones, even in the midst of all kinds of rules and regulations, you have less worry because you will hardly break rules. The indisciplined ones are the issue. Even if there are only one rule, we worry about them and they worry because there is no guarantee when they will break those 1-2 rules also. And business persons. I'll come to that more in detail. By hook or crook seems to be the way. Just the other day, a few days back, a Nigerian national hacked my Instagram account. Those of you who follow me on Instagram will know the story. Instagram or Facebook. Someone's account, whom I know very personally, an artist. I've been trying to promote him and encourage him for quite some time now. And his account was hacked, I didn't know, and then this guy was using this artist's name and requesting me to vote for him. I think he's in a contest. I was engaged with something and my mind was not fully there, side by side. But because it is his name, I simply trust, okay, share how I can help you. And he started sharing. I have to do this, go to setting and, like give my email ID and replace this, and then 1-2 minutes, about 1-2 minutes, I got locked out from my account. Then I realized that I hacked. Then I quickly went in and checked, and then it has a different email ID and it has a different phone number. I cannot do anything about it. So for once I thought, let it be. But when I think of the thousands of people who follow me, these people will start using my name to do any kind of business. And using my name can fool a lot of other people who are following me. And so I decided to work on it. I started working on it, but it was difficult. And the next day, as expected, he started selling bitcoins using my account. Doing business, trying to convince people. Only later, when I recovered my account, through a lot of process, it took me 2 days. Early part of second day, I nearly got it back. Just when I was going to recover my account, he got back online and then stopped it and checked and gone again. And I was thinking what to do. These guys are extremely smart and fast. Then I googled Nigerian time and our Indian time. Then I decided to do when they are sleeping. So I was prepared. I was prepared with a lot of things, and then I thought when they were sleeping. They are supposed to be sleeping hours. I walked on it. And then I had to go through a lot of video proof to the Instagram and Facebook security team. I have to take pictures holding, the code number that they gave me. See? Things like that, looking like an accused actually. So those things, video and photo proof I had to do, and a lot of things. One thing which saved me was, in all the data I used my real identity and my actual data and all this. And so it was not difficult for me to, recollect and, present anything that they ask, the security people ask. And so while they were sleeping, the fellow was sleeping, got recovered, and then quickly, you get nervous also doing that. Because you have just seconds or minutes in your hand. Anytime you can get that. And I recovered. He has my number, I have his number, otherwise also. Then he got back, because he could not get back to me on Instagram, he realized I think I got it back. Then he contacted me again on WhatsApp. So I chatted with him, pretending not to know. For fun, introducing to him also a friend of mine. Now I asked him if he was from Instagram. He said yes. So I also have a friend who works in the security team. Do you know him? Blah blah, we were chatting. He still sent messages to me. But no worries, I have protected my account 2-3 levels. So people are going to any extent to make money, to make businesses, to become popular. They'll use you, they'll use me. They tried with me. I was lucky I got it back. It's important for us to support any organization, any business house who are trying to do ethical businesses, honest businesses. I, for one, for example, I have a personal principle. Any hotel, any restaurant serving alcohol and all, first time I may go, but a second time I usually don't want to go. I will want to go to a business, to a hotel, a restaurant who are sincerely, doing. It can be a ration shop. It can be a stationery shop. What kind of honesty, what kind of principle, what kind of Christianity was it? Not related to politics today. But in Nagaland, people who sell their vote only to one candidate are considered honest people. What level of honesty, honest. Our honesty has come of young people, educated people, who will stand up good. Come what may. Majority hai ki hobi. Dr. Tia was also sharing. Majority is not necessarily right. The danger of majority in today, majority rules, majority ki kobo ito hi kurbo. The danger of going by majority. Practice truth. Saying is easy, but to live by the truth and to practice day in and day out, it's expensive. It takes time to build yourself, to rise up the social ladder, the business ladder, the career, professional ladder. But will you choose, will you make commitment to be that one young man, young lady, who will, at any cost, keep up the right principles, the true principles, the Christian principles? Nagaland is not short of degree holders. We are short of God-fearing, re-educated people. Our families, our churches, our society, our state is longing for and needing such men and women of integrity, of honesty. Will you choose to be that young man, that young lady, who will impact our community, our society? If not educated young people like you, who will? The educated ones are kind of the last hope. So God bless all of you as you aspire to pursue your respective career. That you yourself will do well, and you will inspire others and support others to do well. Keep up your principle. Love God, love your people, love yourself, and be a blessing to our community. Thank you so much for having me. God bless.
Thank you so much, sir, for enlightening us.
Okay, a very good afternoon to you all.
Good afternoon, sir.
Sit. We're not prepared to work, but you please. Please. Respected President, Nagaland Law Students Federation, and his esteemed colleagues, our most respected speakers, our Sir Kezuko Tosami, Dr. Tiasma Amri, our Sir Onumero, and our Sir, our DIGs are here. In fact, I feel it's a great personalities here. First of all, so I just wish and pray that when a little knowledge, my experience, which I to share with you, I hope and believe that it will also awaken the spirit of honesty, equality, and transparency in your heart. That is the belief that I have. Before I start my sharing, I just wanted to say that. And here the topic that is being given to me is the realities that are being faced by the pressure groups in Nagaland. So there are so many reasons, but
Itu law student kan logote seminar krobলে aha monna kan to ইমান ভাল ভাল কথা কৈছে অলিবি কথা আমি শর্ট পৰা ভিডিও লম্বা হৈ যোৱাৰ কাৰণে কাটি দিছে কিমান জনবা লাষ্ট তাক চাইছে পিছত ধন্যবাদ দি আছে তাকান লগা ভাল ভাল কথা শুনিব মন যাইলে নেক্সট নাগা ভ্লগতে আমি তাতে তাকান লগা ইন্ডিভিজুৱেল টপিক বনাই কিনে লগাই দিব তাতে বি চাবি আৰু কিমান জনবা লাষ্ট তাক চাই দিছে সবকে ধন্যবাদ দি আছে কৈ কিনা একবাৰ জনাই দি আছে থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ মই লাভ নেক্সট নাগা ভ্লগতে ফুল ভিডিও চাবি